This is UCL Pokemon Season 21. I am the king himself.
And I'm Peter Finkley. I'm looking forward to the first match of the season.
You know, Peter, I'm glad you cleared up those allegations.
You know, King, I wasn't at those parties. And if I was, I must have departed early because I didn't see Puff do anything like that.
Alright, you're in hot water, Finkley. Let's just move on to the first battle between Expedition 23 and Legit Bad at Pokemon. The first battle of the season. Expedition 23 is going to be on the player side, while Legit Bad at Pokemon is going to be on the opponent's side. Thundurus Incarnate did not want to take that Boom Burst. It's going to be resisted, but still heavy damage from the Scizor. Scizor is going to hit back with that Bullet Punch. This Swellow does not want to take more damage, but even more damage onto the Mienshao, but hopefully it can get this U-turn off and get the Regenerator up. Swellow's back in for free. Gonna hit a big Boom Burst onto the physically defensive Slowbro. Slowbro's down. Now Scizor is going to hit the Bullet Punch for a return kill, but with that 4%, what's gonna happen? Oh, the Greninja. This is the Battle Bond form. He's gonna have to switch out. He cannot give the Battle Bond that early in the game. It's gonna go into the Dachshund, whatever fuck that thing is. It's going to tank up that Water Shuriken nicely. The Wish comes out. All that damage is going to be healed back up. It's going to switch out to the Thundurus Incarnate. Toxic Spikes gets set down onto the opponent's side. Scolipede is going to go for a Protect, but the substitute instead. Now, let's look at Legit Bad at Pokemon has an advantage here. It's going to go for a Z move. It's a Z Rain Dance. I'm not sure about that one, but it does get a little speed boost here. The Throat Chop will break the sub. Another Toxic Spikes here. Thunder will come down and bring the Scolipede down to the Sash. No paralyzation. Scolipede is still going to be faster. The Prankster will come out. Endeavor will break the sub yet again. It looks like that sub is not going to work. Another Endeavor down to 1% on this Thundurus Incarnate. The Thunder guaranteed 100% in the rain will kill the Scolipede. Greninja's back out. Will he switch? He does not switch. Not sure if he had anything else that could reliably tank that. So now it's going to be the Battle Bond will be achieved. Times 1.5 an attack, special attack, and speed. It's going to obliterate the Dachshund. And now all that's left is the Scizor is going to take that Water Shuriken and die. Urshifu and Zoroark. I don't care what these names are. Zoroark Hisui is going to get destroyed by that one. Urshifu's single strike is last alive, and none of these Pokemon were defensive enough to take on this Greninja Battle Bond. That's a win for Edition 23.
That was a textbook example of holding on to your winning piece until the time was right. Good work, Enufim.
That's right, Peter. He was able to block the Battle Bond one time with the Dachshund. I'm kind of wondering why he didn't switch back into it for a second go. Once that Thundurus Incarnate gives up the Battle Bond, the game is over. Expedition 23 will be able to clean up a nice 4-0 to start the season. With the first match out of the way, Peter, why don't you take us to the next battle?
Milan Excelgor and Desire Drivers. I'm ready for this one.
Alright, now Milan Excelgor is going to be on the player side and Desire Drivers will be on the opponent side. The Torterra is going to go for a substitute. Usually don't see that, but the Grimmsnarl is going to do what Grimmsnarl usually does, drop both screens. The Earthquake will do very little damage. Spirit Break will also not break the sub. Woodhammer will come down. They're just chipping each other, trying to get some meaningful damage here. I do not think the Grimmsnarl is going to be able to do that. Here comes the Pouffalant. Sub, he expected is to get attacked again and reset the sub. Here comes another switch. Frisk comes out. It's going to be leftovers on the Torterra, no White Herb. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a Shell Smash set, but it does not look like it. Knockoff will make the substitute fade. Woodhammer will do about a third damage onto this Banette. Terrapagos comes in. It's going to go into the second form. The taunt comes out, so this Terrapagos can't go for any sort of calm mindset. Here comes the Enamorous Therian knockoff will also knock off this heavy duty boots. Getting good knockoff use here. Draining Kiss will do just a little bit more damage onto this Banette. Banette has megaed at this point, and here comes a Grimmsnarl yet again, but that wasn't a good idea. You cannot put in this dark type into against this full fairy legendary. The Grimmsnarl will get one last light screen up before falling down. Here comes the Seismitoad. Seismitoad will get some Stealth Rocks down. So hopefully those knockoffs from previously, knocked off this heavy duty boots, will come into effect. Little Grass Knots will do a little bit of damage. Ice Punch will do another little bit of damage onto the Terrapagos. Terrapagos does get the Toxic off against this tanky Seismitoad. Knock off again onto the Terrapagos. Leftovers is gone. That's less healing, but Terrapagos should have some healing factors for it by itself. Rapid Spin will get rid of the Stealth Rocks, so that all those knockoffs from previously, the value definitely just went down. More Stealth Rocks come back up. They're just playing for position here. However, Melonic Selgor is in the better position. The Terrapagos will be able to kill the Seismitoad and get rid of the Stealth Rocks. Here comes a Roar. He has phased out. He's phased out the Ursaluna before it could do any damage. The Swords Dance was going to be used at a point, and it has been found out. Terrapagos is now down. It's 5 versus 4. Still anybody's game. This game's going pretty long. We're in the turn 20 now, and there's still going to be 7? I can't count. 5, 4, 9 Pokemon left in the game here. Okay, now it's gonna be 8 Pokemon left. 5 to 3. Mega Banette has fallen without taking someone with it. You should always try to take at least one Pokemon with you with this Mega Banette. Triple Axle will be revealed on the Meowscarada, but this Weezing is very tanky, physically defense Pokemon. It's going to be able to be just fine. Ursaluna's back in. It's going to get the Flame Orb. Even if it was Will-O-Wisp, that would have been good. The resist on the Sludge Wave. Why did he do that one? Okay, we're going to go into the next. Okay, Pain Split. He's going to heal up just a little bit more. This is still a very tanky Weezing. Can probably hold off just a little bit longer. Weezing is going to go for the Memento faster than the Ursaluna and will knock down the damage. The Swords Dance comes in. He has negated the Ursaluna yet again. That's definitely a winning hand there. Low Kick will kill the Ursaluna. This is the Dragonite that was drafted in round 1. Meowscarada is going to outspeed the Dragonite. Dragonite gets out of there. Triple Axle. Torterra will be the sacrifice here. Will it hit all 3 times? It does. Torterra is down. Now, the Meowscarada definitely has a lot of damage, but if it looks like it's locked, it's probably going to be locked in Choice Band or Choice Scarf. We'll see which one. Well, we don't need to worry about which one it is. The Pyro Ball from the Cinderace. And finally, the Low Kick. Oh, that didn't kill, but the Head Charge will definitely kill with that recoil. Lots of recoil damage, and that will be the game for Melonic Selgor.
Milan was able to phase out the Ursaluna twice, and with 2 different ways. That type of lost opportunity will put any contender at a disadvantage. Both teams had some interesting sets as well, which threw more tension into the mix. In the end, a well-timed Torterra sacrifice and Cinderace switch-in won the day.
The long-tenured Melonic Selgor is going to win this battle. It's going to look good for the first battle of the season. Let's see if he can continue and make playoffs again. We actually touched base with the Melonic Selgor coach, who said this about her last win. Yeah, Weezing is going to do some good work going forward. I believe it. Shout out to Damien, and I wish him a great season. Pat and Chris, 2 ex-champions, FU. And Enifim from Expedition 23 said they were very happy not to have interacted with that Urshifu single strike, bypassing it in the first week easily and sent it on its way. RNG scheduler is kind of vile for setting up a week 1 Canadian warfare. Both teams are from Canada, but still enjoyed the match and the team Morlul week 2. Those were all the games that were played so far. Thank you for watching the video. We'll continue as week 1 unfolds.
Thank you so much for having me on the debut video for Season 21. It was a pleasure.
Be sure to catch UNN News Peter Finkley articles. I'm looking forward to seeing who the next guest is.
I sure am glad we wrapped this up quickly. I need to bring food to the family. I'm definitely not hiding from ice in my basement. Finkeltastic.